Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So some of you guys have been dropping me direct messages on Instagram asking me to do another full face radiofrequency skin tightening treatment. And you guys know I love you, so your wish is my command. So for you guys that have been following me for a while now, you already know how much I love this machine. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. This is the best investment I ever made when it came to my skincare. It's helped to open my eyes, getting rid of my hooded eyelids. It's tightened around my cheeks, around my jowls. It's helped to minimize the appearance of the fine lines and wrinkles that I have. And my complexion overall is just so much better than it used to be. As my subscribers also know, I bought this with my own money. By running through this on video, you get a better understanding of how this actually works and what the results are. So if you're not familiar with this device, the way that it works is that it converts electrical energy into radio frequency signals. Now these are similar to what you find in a microwave. The radio frequency signals penetrate to a certain depth within the skin, and what this does is causes a heating up of the tissues in the lower layers, which then contract and gives an instant tightening effect. But what you'll also notice is that there's much more collagen stimulation and production over the coming weeks and months. Now, as a general rule, I do one intensive treatment a month and then one maintenance treatment every month. So I split these between every 2 weeks or so. The intensive treatment is more for making sure that everything stays in place. The maintenance treatment is just a little bit of a top up, just to make sure that things carry on looking as good as they can. Anyway, guys, this is probably going to be a bit of a longer video than I would normally make. So I'm going to split these up into chapters. You'll be able to find the bits of the video that you're most interested in learning about by using the timeline below. But if you watch the whole thing, thank you. You're the best. Also guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And at the end of this video, if you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Let's do this. When you're performing at-home radiofrequency skin tightening, you need to use a conductive gel. You can use a variety of different gels as long as they're not oil-based. 99% of the time, I will use my aloe vera gel. If you're looking to get maximum results from your RF treatment, you need to be using a glycerin-based conductive gel, which is what I'm using today. This device is really simple to use. You have a switch on the back, so you flick it on and it lights up. You have your device wand here. This comes with two different heads. You have a small head, which is perfect for targeting the face. Then you have a larger flat head, which is used for the body. When it comes to choosing your intensity level, you have your intensity buttons here. You have down for down, obviously, and up for up. There's 5 different intensity levels with this machine, with a maximum heat output of 42.9 degrees Celsius, which is optimal for skin tightening. Once you've selected your level, you apply the device wand attachment to the skin, and then you will power it on. But before we do that, I've got to put some conductive gel on. The first area that I'm going to focus on is the forehead, so just make sure you slather loads of conductive gel on. I do sometimes react to glycerin, so don't panic if you see my skin looking a little bit red and blotchy. It's perfectly normal for me. If you're new to this device, I thoroughly recommend starting off on a level 2 and building up the intensity as your skin adjusts more and more to it. For me, I'm a bit of a pro, so I'm going to go straight in at level 5. So you'll notice the 5 LED lights have now lit up. Next, place the device on the skin, just move it around to get some of the gel on the end of the wand, and then on. I like to focus above each brow for around about 5 minutes on a level 5. This is to give some contraction to the skin there and help elevate the brow to a higher position, which in turn helps open the eyes just that little bit more. So when you perform a radiofrequency skin tightening treatment at home, it's really important that you apply as much conductive gel as you can. The reason for this is that this device has a habit of causing what I call snaps. Now the snaps are similar to an electric shock and they make a loud crackling noise, can kind of be a little bit painful. They're not really dangerous, but they're not the nicest feeling in the world. Once I've done both sides, then what I will do is focus on the center of the forehead. This is to help soften the 11s and minimize the appearance of any deeper frown lines that I've got. In total, doing above both brows and the forehead takes me around about 15 minutes. Now, as my subscribers know, my eyes are my most hated area and they are sometimes a real problem, especially with the drooping eyelids. This device is going to fix that in no time at all, and this treatment is long overdue in this area. I haven't done my eyes for a good couple of months now, so it's time to tighten things and lift them back up into position. So to get rid of my hooded eyelids, what I do is I focus on each eye for around about 5 or 6 minutes. I locate the brow bone and I never go beneath this. The idea of radiofrequency is to tighten targeted areas to provide lifting, and also it's never a good idea to cook your eyeballs. I tend to focus around about 90% of my time on each eyelid on the outer corners. What this does is it causes the upper eyelids to lift upwards and outwards, which in turn lifts any sagging or drooping skin and helps to give the eyes a more wide awake, fresher, open look. I also do the outer corner of my eyes around the crow's feet area. I try to only do 2 or 3 minutes here because I don't want too much contraction going on, because it will actually enhance the wrinkles rather than soften them. If you don't move quick enough on this area, you are going to feel it is going to burn and you're going to drop the device wand. So make sure that you keep the movement nice and fast. So when I'm doing the cheeks, what I do is I locate where my cheekbone is, and I will use this as a template for where to begin. I then start at the outer part of the cheekbone and just run backwards and forwards for around about 5 or 6 minutes to help lift the lower cheek upwards. This helps to give a little bit more volume to the area, and then once I've done that, I slowly start working my way down towards the jawline because we want collagen production to be even. I then drop the device down to a level 2, which is really mild, and I will spend around about 5 minutes doing my top lip. Now this is a great way to get a little bit of a lip flip going on, but it also gets rid of any small lines and wrinkles you've got around the mouth. I'm really lucky that I don't really have any there, but prevention is better than cure. On the jawline, I like to work from the chin upwards. I use a backwards and forwards motion, slowly making my way up until I reach just below the ear level, and then I will work back down again. For each side of the jaw, I will spend around about 5 minutes. That's normally enough to tighten everything up. The main cause of the turkey neck is from fat accumulation. Now this happens as we get older, and then what happens is that fat is then pulled down by gravity. The great thing about this device is that when you use it on the highest intensity level for around about 10 or 15 minutes in just one small area, it can actually help dissolve and melt fat away. And at the same time, it's providing skin contraction, which helps to tighten everything up. So really what you're doing is you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So the full face treatment is now done. I have done my upper eyelids, I've done a little bit around the outer eyes, but not too much because I don't want to tighten the skin too much there, otherwise it will enhance the crow's feet. Done around the forehead, above the brows to give it a little bit of a lift. done under the jawline, under the chin, on the cheeks, which helps lift the jowls. I've done either side of the marionette lines to help tighten the skin and lift them out. I've done around my upper lip line to get rid of any small lines there. But the most effective area that I can see and feel already is the upper eye. My eyes have popped. There's a little tiny bit of swelling going on. It's a bit red at the moment. Give it an hour or two and this will go down. I'm going to go and wash my face off with some cold water, leave it to just calm down for an hour or two, then we'll come back and take a closer look. So guys, it's been around about 2.5 hours since I've done the treatment. The redness has gone down. I gave it a little bit of an icing afterwards, applied some moisturiser, and this is what it looks like. There's really not that much downtime and the results are crazy good. I can feel that the skin has tightened around the jawline. I can feel my brows have lifted a bit. This is my favourite machine. Now from personal experience, the results that you get from this machine last between 3 to 6 months, but it's always a good idea to do some top-up treatments and maintenance treatments once a month at a minimum, just to keep things perfect. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you haven't already checked out my 9 radio frequency mistakes to avoid, check that out now. I've also got loads of videos covering plasma fibroblasting, microneedling and EMS. I'm due to be doing a plasma fibroblast treatment with my plasma pen in the coming weeks, so watch out for that. If you've made it this far into the video, thank you, I love you, and please hit subscribe. If you enjoyed this video or you found it useful, hit that like button, and if you've got any questions whatsoever about this device or the techniques that I use, drop them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you. We're going to wrap things up here now guys, so until next time, see ya.